Welcome to Happily Ever Afters, where love doesn't stop at romance. Join us as we share the tales of everyday magic and celebrate life's sweetest moments. Hear inspiring accounts of love, intimacy, and pure joy as we uncover the secrets behind true devotion and partnerships that really work. Brace yourself for a full-on heart-melting. Here's your host, Carlos Clemente.
Hello, America. Welcome to another edition of Happily Ever Afters, where love is everything. Love can be the only thing. Love can make everything. That sounded good, didn't it?
Make the world go round? Somebody said that.
Yeah. There. My host, Dorothy Lucy.
Hey, everybody.
Our guest today, this gentleman, I have watched him for years, and I never thought I'd ever get a chance to.
Oh, Saint Elsewhere was my favorite TV show ever.
All right. Our guests are Ed Begley Jr. I always called him just Ed Begley, but I didn't know if you want the junior in there or not.
Okay. Senior.
He was a senior, an Academy Award-winning actor, fine father, a fine actor, and he was in 12 Angry Men and a number of other great movies and TV shows. So I miss him still. He died in 1970, but to make the difference clear between his work as an actor and mine, I must keep the junior for Screen Actors Guild. But
and he is a legend.
All right, and his lovely wife Rochelle. All right, once again, welcome to Happily Ever Afters. And everybody has a love story, and yours might be a little unique. So let's just get right into it. Let's get the his and hers version of how you guys.
You go first, Vernon.
Well, I first met Ed through a friend, and Ed was this enigma. You know, he was an actor off of St. Elsewhere. St. Elsewhere was over when I met him, but he had talked about. I heard him one day talking about riding his bike all over town and not ever taking, a gasoline car. And I thought, you know what, that's really great for you, Mister, actor. Whatever. You don't need to be like us mere mortals. So that was my first impression, but intrigued me. He was very cute. He was very funny. So I ran into him again through our friend, and we definitely had an instant chemistry. But it was a little fireworky, right?
It was.
Yeah. So anyway, we connected, but then one day I gave him my phone number and he ended up calling me, and he called me one evening and I felt like it was midnight, but it was probably about 8:00 at night. And, would you like to go out sometime? And I said, sure, when? He goes, tonight. And I went, oh, well, that's highly inappropriate. I think that vice, on the no. And he was like, oh, okay. And that was that. So that's that story. Is that how you see it?
Well, what I remember, people remember things different, and who knows what the way it actually came down. It's more sloppily ever after than happily ever after. But I remember calling her at 8:30 just to say hi, and we talked for a while. Then I said these words, which she may or may not remember, but I do remember saying them. I think I said them. I said, hey, I called about if you haven't getting dinner sometime. I just got off work and I'm starving. I'm into spontaneity. What do you think about tonight? Is that
the spontaneity and work did not enter into it. However, it would have been nice. I didn't like that. Anyway, cut to, okay, we'll get.
Wouldn't come by and have a pizza. It was I wanted to go out to a restaurant called, what's the place right here in Ventura near Carpenter? Can't remember the name. El Mundo or something. Not Mezzamundo.
I don't even know.
El Nido. All
right.
It's a restaurant, a fine restaurant with linen tablecloths. It wasn't like, let's go to Taco Bell.
Okay, whatever. Cut to, we didn't see each other again for a couple of years. He goes off and dates, Annette Bening, and I'm in Toronto with my then boyfriend, and I pick up the newspaper, People, and I see the two of them together. Okay, dodge that bullet.
The bullet.
Whatever. And then I broke up with that guy, and that went off with Lauren Beatty, and
Everybody did fine.
And then I came back to LA and I went down this river rafting trip, and I really loved this Friends of the River organization that cleans up LA, California rivers. And so I wanted to give back, and I volunteered, and he was the MC that night. So I saw him, and I at first went, I don't know, man. I don't know if I should say hi or what. But of course,
Because I blew him off years ago.
I thought, danger, Will Roberts or whatever, Robinson or whatever it is. And so I went up to him and said hello. That was that. And then we
Started off 0 to 60 pretty quick after that. Been together ever since. So
we had 3 years of on
it
it.
was on and off for 3 years. Like I said, sloppily ever after. We flew back in 1996. I wised up. And
I said, that's it. No more. Over. No mas. And then you what?
we've been together.
No, you had a dream.
Oh, that's right. I had a dream, a very vivid dream about her that was very positive. I called her up and I said, it's you and me. Let's try this just monogamous and just you and me for one day at a time. And we've done pretty good since 1996.
Well,
Yeah.
what was the dream, or do you not want to say?
The dream was that I was gone.
Oh.
The dream that it was.
She was leaving. I was with her and it was very wonderful and beautiful and positive, and then she was leaving, and I called her up and said, this very powerful dream, would you just come over and let's just talk? I just want to see
And I'm like, yeah.
if there's anything there. And here it is now. How many years later is this, honey?
What's sort of
28 years.
28?
1996?
Yeah. I don't know how many years that is. What is that?
Gosh, that's almost
28?
30 years.
Yeah, 28.
Yeah. Anyway, so yes, the dream was the catalyst, resting, because he had this dream that I was definitely, because I had sort of always broken up, but I'd always go back, and be like, because he liked to, there was lots of women around, and he was not. He was
So at all. I clearly married above my station right there.
So finally, when I said that's it, and it was an energy shift, and I didn't know if I could sustain it, but I knew that for the first time in 3 years, the energy had definitely shifted, and he got it. That's when it happened.
And Hayden was meant to be, and so it is written.
All right, so Ed, this slap across the face that you got to reality, what did you feel at that moment that you went, oh, I finally get it?
Yeah, I had regrets about other relationships ending, things where I didn't step up properly. So I thought, this is a very wonderful young lady here. We have so many things in common, and we laugh a lot together. That counts for a lot for both of us.
Yeah.
We have a lot of laughs.
A lot of laughs.
And we have a lot of common interests. So we started on a serious path to make our relationship work, and we've done pretty well since 1996.
Yeah. I mean,
I haven't been seeing other people, but you.
It's generally bad to do that in a marriage.
Yes, it is. It's very, yes. But having said that, no, it's not bed of roses. We've had to work at it. We've had, there's been a lot of things that we've had to go through,
We've had challenges, but we've done very well since 96.
This is what happened on Dr. Phil, and they're like, it's like end of show.
They're like, you guys are happy, very boring.
But it is a happy ending, so.
It is a happy ending. No, it
Happily ever after is right.
there's many things, listen, life is, we had our lovely daughter.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
She is gorgeous. She's a daddy's
Smart
no
and wonderful.
question.
Everything about her is great. I have 3 wonderful children.
But we built this house, which almost, if you can get through building a house together, and that took 5 years. So we did a LEED Platinum house.
And we didn't fight much, actually.
We know we had one common enemy, but you did and I did. But yeah, we a little bit. I mean, it was
I don't
very
remember
stressful.
fighting much at all, you and I, about the house. We've fought with others, different situations
Yeah,
that came to pass.
Yeah.
But we didn't fight much. That's the way I remember it.
maybe. Yeah.
How have you balanced your careers with the relationship?
Well, we kind of included each other in our careers. We did that wonderful show that was her idea, not mine, Living with Ed. That was a wonderful way to get people exposed to different environmental choices and to
Reality show.
reality show that we did. And it meant
Also
also work for both of us.
Actually, that I think working together is a highlight for us.
Yeah.
We work really well together, and the creative thing just is great. I mean, because we have very busy lives, and they can be somewhat separate. You do a lot of environmental work and the acting, and that takes you off, and sometimes I go away too and work, sometimes less frequently. But but then when we, like, if we do a movie together or we do something, it's fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah, because working together and or building a house together, I would think would be stressful for any other relationship but you guys.
Anybody, yeah. While it was happening, I realized we were very lucky that we're not going at each other much at all with this. And
Eating breakfast is another story, but those kind of things.
don't put the cup there.
What, because he wants sprouts for breakfast? What's the problem?
Huh?
Does he want sprouts for breakfast? Is that the problem?
He wants peanut butter and a lot of peanut butter. You don't eat too many sprouts anymore, but you
Oh, for breakfast I have I have
same thing every day.
rice, milk, and cereal,
Every day.
and then I have a cracker. I have like 2 crackers with peanut butter on it. They're the size of a quarter.
Every
Not a
day.
lot.
That is predictable. Yes. And try to make,
In
Well, in the morning too, we pick oranges from our tree.
yeah,
And choose
we have a great garden, and he's a big gardener, so we have a
a
beautiful.
lot of fresh food every day.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
in your working together, one of the things that you work together is about clean energy. What are you doing together to help promote that?
Well, my previous house had about 4 to 5 kilowatts of solar on it. Now this is 9 kilowatts we have up on the roof here, and it's a roof that has no shading.
Yeah, that kind of thing, we can get a little argument because he'll want to have another Tesla wall, so he has more backup. And I'm like, do we really need another one right now? Financially or whatever. But he is all about being completely self-sufficient.
None of us are really self-sufficient. I buy
as much as you can.
rice and other things from people that grow it, but I try to be as self-sufficient as I can, and I can do a fair amount with what we grow here and what we produce here. But in the way of energy, we do pretty well.
And we really have our roles. He's the gardener. He does that, and I'm the.
I do the grocery shopping. I like to shop. I like to cook.
I hate to cook and I hate to shop.
So they're
I like
perfect.
to shop,
Wow.
not for groceries.
No, not for groceries.
You're perfect. I've heard your daughter also talk about climate change. Very eloquent.
She's
Yeah, she's very good. The way she framed it was very smart,
really smart. Where'd
very
you get
positive,
that?
very accessible to anybody, whatever
Yeah.
side of the spectrum you find yourself on climate change or any other matter. She's very inclusive with the way she talks about it.
Yeah. She is definitely her father's daughter. I mean, listen, you can't, people have, accused me of not being an environmentalist. I said, or that was sort of the joke on Living with Ed. I was like, do we really have to? I mean, it was true. I always say that. Do we really have to? But at the end of the day, I do it. I mean, I like to complain about it, but I
You
still,
complain about the rain barrel, but ultimately you let me have it.
I do it. You-
So, what advice do you give, or with you trying to practice what you preach, so to speak? How do you give advice to other people who want to kind of learn from your example?
There's a saying, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And that's the motto for my marriage and many other things. I'm not, for years, I had to be right about things. No, don't you understand? It's this way. How could you not see it? Listen to me. No, let me explain it another way. And wanting to be right gets me no happiness anymore. Occasionally, I suppose I am right. I imagine I am just luck of the draw once in a while. But, I'd rather be happy. And
I think just lead by example. Here goes the dog. Leading by example. It's like he doesn't proselytize. If anyone in this family does, it's like, how can you do that? If I got to do it, you got to do it. But he's like, live and let live a lot with the. But having said that, he walks his talk, and so with that, we.
people would wind up rather than me give a speech about it. Everybody here has got to ride their bike and take the bus and get an electric car. I just did it. And people would come up and ask, no, wait a minute, why are you riding your bike? And how far did you come? And people would ask about it. You don't have to give a speech about it. You just do it. And then people would be drawn to it. If you're doing something that has a positive effect or you perceive it does, perhaps others will question it and maybe join you.
I think the bottom line why we've stayed together is we just have a lot in common in that regard. We're not very similar people in the way we are we? I don't think so. I mean, we're funny. We're both
We have a lot of common interests.
common interests.
You're very cute together. There's that.
The cute one.
Hey,
And I want to use a phrase that you've been using several times. You said it started off as sloppily ever afters, and now it's become happily ever afters.
I would say this: no one in my side would have ever put money on us. Okay,
All your friends that you confided in how things were going.
exactly. They were like,
And they were like, walk away.
I don't know, not yours either.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it wouldn't last.
No.
But here we are.
No
Here we
one,
are.
no one would have.
And I wrote a book about it all. Am I allowed to plug my book?
Of course.
Wrote a book called To the Temple of Tranquility and Step on It. A very funny book about Michelle and I and many other things in my 75 years in Hollywood.
How do you get that
Really
book?
amusing, I'm told.
How do you get that book, Ed?
You can get it at Amazon. You can get it at Barnes & Noble. You can get it at your local bookstore. Look at you. You got a picture.
There you
right?
go.
Look at that baby boy.
Very impressed.
Beautiful.
All right, so give me the best advice for happily ever afters, your version, to pass on to others.
Best advice, I think, is work on yourself.
Mm.
You know, get your eyes off the other person. Hello, this is for you. And if you work on yourself, you will either grow or go, you know, and we just happen to be lucky that we grew together more.
Yep, we're still here.
Yeah. And, you know, and also there's someone for everyone. There's a nut for is there a tree for every nut? What's the saying about that? There's someone out there for everyone. You just have to put yourself out there.
So a nut for every squirrel or something like that? Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Can I also say this time, we have a very easy life. We have a very easy way of things. A lot of people have lost their homes here in Los Angeles long before and long after those horrible fires. There's people that have very little and need a lot of help.
Yeah.
We need to help them. And God bless all the people that are stepping up and, you know, the firefighters that showed up for all that. And so any way you can help the people who have lost so much with these fires and many other causes around the world, do what you can to help. Once you get, you know, comfortable yourself, help in every way you can. Not just any way, every way.
It's how we met.
Exactly.
Helping out. You know, that's how we met. We giving back, and you're going to meet like-minded people. So that's if you're interested in meeting someone or if you're interested in sustaining your relationship, you know, work on yourself.
All right, we're running out of time here, but before we do, any projects that you're working on that everybody should know about, and how can we follow both of you?
I can't talk about the Albuquerque thing.
You can't mention the name?
No, I can't mention
I'm in it too, so we can't mention that name.
All right, that's a good tease, though.
Good project. It's going to be...
We'll come back on if you'll have us and we'll talk. Something very, very good.
Yeah.
A lot of actors you know very well, wonderful talent in the writing and producing and directing.
I'm on Matlock, so I play...
You'll talk about that for sure.
In the episode 8, I'm a judge. I am Francesca Caggiano, which I know I look just like a New Jersey Italian, but it's pretty funny. It's a great show. So,
okay, thank you again.
Well, I just had a thing on the Hallmark channel. I had a Holiday Touchdown, a wonderful holiday show called Holiday Touchdown.
romantic.
Very good. Look for that. It's on Hallmark right now.
All right, and once again, you have proven that everything can be happily ever afters, because love is everything. And you guys definitely show that. And I appreciate you coming on with us.
Oh, my God. Cutest, funniest couple ever. Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you both. Thanks, Dorothy. Thanks, Carlos.
All right.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.